Chris Johnson, welcome. First one in here. We got 6 people on here. We are live, guys. Thank you so much for joining. This video or live cooking session is mainly as a thank you, guys. Thank you to those who are subscribed. That's Dexter, by the way, snorting away over there. That's our dog. But no, thank you guys for all the support. Almost being at 10,000 on this channel. Pretty stoked about all of the support. David Ruiz says, who's in? Yeah, let us know who's here and who's with us tonight. Thank you guys for joining. But it's really cool to see a lot of the same names in the comment section. It's much appreciated in terms of the support again. But it's basically the notification crew, those people who have the notifications on and constantly follow what's going on the channel. It's really, how can we put this, appreciated in a deep way. It looks like we got Leroy on here. We're gonna cook the monkey-faced eel that Monica, Leroy's wife, actually caught yesterday. If you guys have you guys been taking advantage of this king tide? There's been a really good low tide for poke poling, and that's how you'll get these monkey-faced eel, is a lot of poke poling. What's up, Glenn? Good to see you. Good to know that we're all alive and well. Looks like Steve Jansen is here. Thank you guys for joining. Man, a lot of, again, familiar names that continuously support the channel, and it definitely means a lot. And in regards to the channel, we did take a little bit of a break because we've been doing a bunch of remodeling. You guys seen that in the last episode. But we'll get to that right now. But just to show you guys what we're going to do, and maybe for those who aren't able to stick around, again, thank you for joining. But we'll just show you what we're going to do, kind of tell you about what we're going to do, and then kind of answer questions as we go. What's up, TBL? Welcome, welcome. But this is the monkey-faced eel. Again, thank you, Monica and Leroy, for providing this. I know you guys went out again today and didn't catch as much, but you got a really good cabezon yesterday. For those who don't follow our Instagram, that's Hook to Cook 805. You guys would have seen this caught as well as the cabezon. So nice pictures of that. Looks like we got Jeff on here as well as Colton. Welcome, welcome. But again, there was a little bit of a slowdown on the channel because we've been doing a lot of work here at the house. So we're pretty happy about it. We got some flooring put in, and yeah, we're stoked to be back. And Dexter's liking it too. What's up, Wayne? Welcome. But we're gonna cook this. We'll go over the quick ingredients here, all right? Let's do that. So, of course, we got our protein. That is our monkey-faced prickleback eel. Not technically an eel. It's technically a fish. Shane, welcome. King Crab, welcome. Jeff, yep. So, yep, this is the monkey-faced eel. Basically, it's just been beheaded, opened up the guts, scraped off most of the slime just with my chef knife here, and it's pretty much dry. And then we got, starting from the right, and we'll go this way, all of the ingredients that you'll need to make adobo, make this recipe. What's up, JV? Welcome. But we got the garlic flavored olive oil. That's what we're gonna basically put in first. Next, we're gonna saute the onion and garlic over there. And then we're gonna go ahead and throw on our meat. And then we're going to throw in our soy sauce and then our white vinegar. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the bay leaf in there. And basically the bay leaf just adds that aroma. If you guys have a chance to go to your store where you have a bunch of seasonings available, this is what you're gonna throw in there while you let the dish simmer. And that's gonna infuse a lot of different aromas to your meat. So just get back into the comments. Jeff just asked, what's the texture on these? That's a really firm meat. It doesn't break up, which is really awesome. TBL, yes, it's definitely worth a try. And Matthew said the cabezon you posted on your story had a gigantic stomach. Yes, there was an octopus in that stomach as well as a crab. So, man, so if you guys don't know, Leroy is actually in the comments right now, so he's able to answer a lot of these questions too. He is a 30-year sushi chef, and there's kind of a lot of pressure to perform when he's watching. So cover your eyes a little bit, Leroy, all right? When you watch this fillet job. Should be okay. The knife is sharp, so let's get to it. Are you guys ready? Let's see some thumbs up. There's 30 of us in this live stream right now, and there's 9 thumbs up. So thank you for those 9, but let's get those going. If you guys are ready, let's like it up. We're gonna cook up some of this monkey face eel. So let's get to it. TBL just asked if they stink when cleaned. Yes, if you cut the guts, they will definitely stink. Frank Mancha says, long time no see. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. NorCal Fisherman, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, let's go ahead and flip this screen and get to cooking. Oh boy, I don't have that. Where'd that function go? It's like one of my first live streams, I guess. There usually is a spot where I can do. All right, let's just do this then so you guys can see. I thought I had it down pat, but we'll do that, and I guess I'll be able to read too, maybe. Let's do this. Yeah, that'll work. I think, maybe. Yeah, right there. Guys, looks good? Looks good? Perfect. Let's do this. Sharp knife going in. So starting on the bottom, I already hit the spine. I can feel the spine on my knife. I'm gonna go around the spine to the other side. So you guys can kind of see the texture so far of this meat. Just open it right up, just like that. Then punch through and get all the way to the other side. Just like that. And we'll put that there. Whoa, those rib cages, the rib cage is pretty gnarly. Whoa. Oh no. I should just skin the back first and then go that way. I think I'll do that. Can you guys see that okay? All right, there's one fillet right there. Then flip it over. I think I'm gonna score the outside first, kind of like a halibut on the top side and then the bottom side. That sounds like it would work a little bit better. So see, I went ahead and I scored the whole backside right there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and score the bottom side. Turn it over, do the same, and meat in the middle on the spine. Turn the knife, go all the way through, just like that. Nice. Much better than the other side. Come on. There you go. There's that other side right there. And there's our spine. We'll get rid of this. I wonder if people make soup doing this. Does that ever happen? Do people make soup with monkey-faced eel bones? Let's jump in the comment section, see what everyone's saying. All right, what's up, what's up? Jose, welcome, Jose V. Can't wait for the next reunion. Yep. Leroy says, somebody just asked Leroy a question, but he says it just depends on what you're comfortable with. Japanese like sturdy knife instead of a flimsy fillet knife. Cool. S. Tommy, welcome, brother. Good to hear from you. Now it's time to take the skin off of the eel. So what I like to do is I like to leave a little bit of meat. I'll just make one little cut right here on the end. And I'll leave a little bit of meat. That lets me put my finger there and start the filleting. And then another thing that you can do, a nice little tip when you're filleting any fish really, is, here, let me go ahead and put the camera over here so you guys can see that. How's that? Looks okay? Let me see if I can move this. You see this part right here? I just took the skin off right there. What some people, or yeah, there's some people that do this. I like doing it. You can actually take the tip of your knife, cut down into it, and create this spot where your finger can go through. See that? So I just created that hole right there. So I could actually take my finger, put it up through that hole, hold it, and now it's easier to take the skin off, just like that. Whoop. That's one of those life hacks that I think is pretty effective. Romeo, yeah, you can definitely make a sauce out of the bones, but I'll probably pass today. But there's the skin right there. Let me know, do you guys like these kind of live videos? To go over cooking and stuff. It's just been so long since, we've gone live on the channel that it just kind of felt right to do it. Yeah. Horizon Vibes, hey, I'm a little late. Don't worry, we just filleted up that monkey-faced eel. What's up, Northwest Open Season? What's up? Yeah, it is just like the good old days. We used to go live a lot more, especially during COVID. Looks like we got Rich in the house. Welcome, brother, welcome. So we got one done, skinned and everything. This part, this is the kind of the lining of the inside of the monkey-faced eel. We'll see what that's like. I'm gonna try this and see if we don't take that off, if it changes the flavor of this adobo that we're making. So again, if you guys are just joining, we're making some monkey-faced prickleback adobo. We got some rice going too, so that's gonna be really, really good. So we'll go ahead and cut this up so that it's good in our adobo. So what I like to do is maybe, let's just say 3 or 4 inch pieces, just like this for our adobo. Looks like Glenn Balin says that live videos are awesome. Thank you. No, they're fun to do because you guys, get to ask questions and talk to each other. Glenn mentioned it earlier in the comments that he can't wait till the next the Hook to Cook reunions. We used to do those pre-COVID. We used to do those a lot, but we just had to stop because gatherings of over 10 people were frowned upon. Let's just say that. So we wanna abide by the rules. So we'll just grin and bear. So again, I'm gonna cut. Oh, you guys can't see that very well, but basically, nothing special. Just separating the skin from the meat. And then again, that tip that I was talking about, I'll put a slit in the skin so I can stick my finger through, so it gives me a handle when I pull the skin. Okay, so. There you go, nice and easy. That's some thick skin though. There's a YouTuber named Nick Fish who actually took some lingcod skin and wrapped it around a flat fall jig, and apparently it works pretty well. It dries on, and then once it hits the water again, it becomes like skin again. And yeah, he covered his lure with it, and yeah, it looks like it would work. All right, so Enlightenment says, hey, when you're catching all the surf perch with the Klisa, do you only upload the best day, or who knows how many? Or when you go do you generally catch quite a few fish? No, we got actually quite a few videos on the channel where there's like no fish caught. It just depends on the day and what happened. We definitely want to make these videos entertaining as well as educational. So as long as it's entertaining and educational, sometimes your most educational days are when you don't really catch much, you know. Probably we make a video, let's say probably 8 times out of 10 trips that we go. There's a couple of trips that we'll make that we don't actually catch anything, but we'll still post videos. The ones that we don't really post are like bass fishing or freshwater fishing much. We do one example is we went for bullfrogs. We tried to catch bullfrogs to cook them, but that didn't work out so well. We didn't really catch anything, so it didn't really turn into a video. But that's a good question. Thank you, Enlightenment. Much appreciated. You guys feel free to keep the questions coming. I'm just gonna keep cooking today. My wife Veronica, she's gonna be home probably within the next 30 minutes or so. But this is the beauty of this dish is it's really quick and easy to make. So if you guys have chicken, is normally what you'll make adobo with. So you can make adobo pork or chicken. So that's typically what you'll make adobo with. Somebody just asked, where do you fish when you drive? NorCal? No, that's Central Coast. That's a beach called Oceano Dunes. So it's a good one. HRN Salinas, what's up? Salinas, mad love from the 831. I appreciate you guys. A lot of people who watch are from the Monterey area. Appreciate you guys so much. So it means a lot that you guys would join right now. Frank, thank you so much. Northwest Open Season says, man, we haven't posted a video for like 6 weeks. Been rough. It's been a rough stretch for us. Yeah, you know, the fishing, going back to that other question, it kind of goes hand in hand, is when you have a stretch where you don't fish for a while, you really want to get out there, A, and then B, as a creator, a content creator, there's almost something missing. You know, you always want to create something, which, by the way, stay tuned, guys. We have a trout episode coming, but it's not just any other trout episode, because everyone and their mom can make a trout episode. But we have an episode that we're going to cook trout, catch and cook, but it's going to be smoked trout. So that's freaking exciting. We're going to make some smoked trout. So we already did that. But that video is being edited right now. as we speak. It's a file right now, but soon it'll go live. Probably, what's today? Monday. Probably Wednesday or Thursday, I'd say that video will be ready. So please stay tuned for that. Make sure that you guys have your notification bells turned on for this channel. Again, if you're just joining, we're making monkey-faced eel adobo. This live chat is because we haven't done it in a while and I want to hang out with you guys again. And then also just as a huge thank you for being part of the notification squad. Where did you catch them is the next question. Monica and Leroy caught these poke poling at Vandenberg Air Force Base. Oh yes, and then they are rainbow trout that we're doing. Oh, what's up, Bob? Bob is on here. Legendary Bob. Guys, if you guys use the Crusties, put some thumbs ups in the comments thread just to show Bob some love. We want to see those thumbs ups if you guys have thrown Crusties. But let's move on to the next step. Garlic, pretty much a staple. So we'll do some garlic. I like garlic. Garlic is my jam. Garlic in anything. Bob says thanks. So we're trying to figure out where we're gonna go on Thursday. We want to hit the surf, but the wind is just going to be really crazy. All right, so somebody just asked how far do eels go? How far south? I would say anywhere where there's a lot of rocks, but I don't see a lot of rocky structure when I go the farther south I go. But I am really sure that anywhere in California, as long as you have tide pools, you'll have a chance to get them. When you cut up the garlic, it doesn't have to be too fine. Okay, got my garlic. Easy peasy, no big deal, just garlic. Now we'll do our onions. Same with the onions, they don't have to be too finely minced. You still want some sort of onion to be in your dish, still recognizable. All right, so this is gonna be the beautiful smell goody part. This is the part where I really wish y'all had some smell-o-vision, because this is where it gets real tasty. Anyone else see the COVID guy eat onions? No, I didn't. Yeah, so that was the goal last time when we went for bullfrogs, is we wanted to make adobo frog legs with Bob. But Bob, you could tell them how that went. That's funny. Glenn just asked if I prefer a specific kind of onion. White onions work well, but I'm sure red onions. What do you think? Have you ever made adobo with red onions? CMD asked, what rod length do I recommend for surf fishing? I recommend a 10-foot. 10-foot medium light action is the jam. That's for sure. Cali Bass Kid TV says, when's your next freshwater fishing trip? It might be Thursday. That might be it. Hey Jeff has to go, but we'll see you next time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on a medium heat. Let you guys see that really quick. So this is what my medium heat looks like. All right. Now you want to kind of be generous with your oil. So again, this is garlic oil right here. This is not a diet food. Remember, it has oil and it's gonna have a good amount of soy sauce, but the vinegar is actually what cuts everything through. So that makes it really nice and tasty. But we'll make that happen. There's our oil starting to get hot. But while we wait for the oil to get hot, Again, just if you guys are just joining, thank you guys for being subscribed, being part of the Hook to Cook family. We've man, we felt the love, even if COVID, kind of put an end to our meetups, but that was really special. We used to meet up quite a bit. Last year we met up maybe 4 or 5 times with the Hook to Cook family, and now it kind of stopped. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this next year. Hopefully the restrictions go down, but apparently here in California, we got more restrictions happening very, very soon. But there you go. We got our oil all dialed in. Let's go ahead and add our onions and our garlic. Ooh, how does that sound? Vincent says, I'm going bald. Should I just shave my head? You know what? Shaving your head could either be the best thing that you've ever done or the worst thing you've ever done. But let me just say this. You just got to own it. You got to own it. That's what you got to do. As long as you rock it with confidence, bro. That's all that matters. Yep. Inslee Brown and Newsom love to see. Okay, you know what? We're not going to talk about that because YouTube does not like when we say anything bad about our wonderful government system. I do have a wooden spoon here somewhere. Where'd I put it? All right, this will do. Ooh, Master Blaster, welcome, brother. We are making some monkey face prickleback adobo. Right now, basically what we're doing is we are letting these onions and our garlic caramelize so that we can, ooh, look at that. The rice cooker just told us that our rice is done. Thanks, brother. The line cook is in the house. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, check him out. He's a chef who also likes to fish, just like we do. Hey, Ephraim. What's up, Fuki? How you doing, bro? He just asked where the seasoning is. You know what? We'll put some Woody's Butcher Block seasoning in there, just for you. Just for you. Oh man, this smells amazing. But Ephraim, quick question. Do you put your bay leaf in your adobo before or after you start the simmer? Usually what my dad will do is after you put the monkey face eel or the chicken or pork or whatever you're doing with your adobo, that's when he'll put the bay leaf in. So when do you put it in? So after, Glenn says after, Ephraim says after, Ephraim says his wife doubles up with 2 leaves. Bobby says after, Shane says sauce first. Yep. Perfect. So these are the bay leaves if you're just joining. Those add such an aromatic flavor to whatever it is you're cooking. But mostly I do just see it in adobo, but there's other things that you can make it into. So our onions and garlic are coming along nicely. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Wow. Ephraim says that he adds some sugar to his adobo. I've never done that before. But I don't know, it all depends on your tastes. Yeah, I really like teriyaki and stuff like that, and I like to have that savory sweet, but Veronica isn't really into that. She really just likes her more salty, savory, not really sweet and savory. But maybe next time we'll try sugar. I wasn't really thinking about that today. And of course, the line cook. And then, so yeah, the line cook said, thank you for the shout out. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Dude, you're one of the ones that are on the channel and comment, and it's much appreciated. And you being on YouTube, you know, it really goes a long way when you get some engagement on your channel. So the onions and garlic have pretty much infused into the oil. So all of that oil soaked up that oniony, sugary, or kind of sweet. It's not really sugary, but the onions do have a sweetness to them when they caramelize. So that looks good. And then now, that's our monkey-faced eel. Let's go ahead and add that. Frank says, do you ever fish for sculpin? When I was in San Diego, I actually caught one, and I pricked myself. If you guys know about sculpin, apparently they are very poisonous when they prick you. And I got pricked, and I heard that it's like similar to like a bee sting. So there are some people who are very, very, very allergic to bee stings, and they go into like hyperphylactic shock, and you need one of those EpiPens to be able to survive. Thank God I didn't need one, because I was on a kayak with Veronica. Can you imagine if I was allergic to bees? That would have been terrible, getting stung by a sculpin. But I have fished for them. Actually, not really targeted them, but caught them as a species, a bycatch. But we do have sculpin up here. I just know that they're more plentiful the farther south you go. Have you tried sinigang with eel? I'm curious if it tastes good. Ephraim, you're probably not going to like this answer, but no, your boy isn't that much of a fan of sinigang. Like the sour, it just, yeah, you could disown me now. That's fine. Sorry, bro. I'm just not a sinigang guy. Even if it's pork, I'm just not that into it. So, but my dad used to make it a lot. He used to make a lot of sinigang, and I'd just be like, man, I'm good. Ephraim, what? All right, let's see. You grow up ever having oxtail adobo? I've had oxtail kari kari. Who knows what kari kari is? It's like a peanut butter like version of curry from the Philippines, and it has eggplant, and it has banana flour. Some people put string beans in it, but it's amazing. Kari kari is so good. There you go. Darius G says, yes, it is so bomb. With oxtail, it's so crazy. It is my favorite, for sure. With bagoong, with the shrimp paste. Yeah, you guys know what's up. Gosh, that made it worth going live just right there. Colton just says, what is the best way to catch monkey-faced eel? Poke poling. When it's a low tide, just get in between the rocks with some squid. But really quick, thank you so much, Master Blasta, for the donation. Much appreciated. Your channel is growing, bro. You're like right at 1,000. If you guys are not subscribed to Master Blasta, you guys need to get on his channel and subscribe. We actually fish together, so thanks, bro. Thanks. We'll throw that in as gas money for our next fishing trip, bro. I appreciate it. Maybe for more sunflower seeds, but I was editing the video yesterday, and I realized that I was eating sunflower seeds, and you could actually hear it. Let me just show you this really quick. You can see that the monkey-faced eel, it actually sticks together really well. Like, it is a very, how can I put this, firm fish. Very firm. So what we're gonna do is just kind of let that cook before we add our soy sauce and our vinegar. And yes, in that order. And then we'll let it simmer for a little while. And again, it doesn't take long at all to cook this. And actually, we don't want to overcook it, so we'll add the soy sauce and the vinegar here really shortly. Let's see. So again, guys, welcome to those who are just joining. It's really cool to see all the people that are out on a Monday evening, just enjoying a live cook-off. But yeah, it's good to interact with you guys. Much appreciated. Let me see what else we got here. Let's see. What's a good fish to target for surf fishing right now? Enlightenment, the perch bite in the winter gets really, 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 really amazing, especially on jerk baits. And then if we're talking about freshwater, trout. So one thing that you guys can do that we just set up probably in this quarter was we made different playlists for every month that we are fishing. So October has all the videos that we've done in October, that playlist. January, February, March, April, May, etc. We have month playlists so that you can see year after year what we're actually catching. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that meat is pretty nice, pretty nice. So when you say that it's firm, does it mean you eat it, it's chewy? That's what I'm guessing that you're saying. No, not really. I would say it's close to a little bit less firm than chicken thighs. Chicken thighs, that's a good way to say it. All right, so before all of that nice juice kind of evaporates, I'm gonna go ahead and dump in some soy sauce. For this amount, I'd say a little bit less than half a cup, or until you could taste it. I do like mine a bit juicy. And by the way, this is the less sodium soy sauce, so it's not going to be too crazy. Don't worry. I know it looks soupy, but that's what that is. And then the same amount of vinegar. So that's what we're going to do. Ben says, isn't monkey-faced eel a part of the perch family? No, it is not. It is not. And then just add a touch more pepper. I do like my some recipes or people when they cook this, they'll make it with whole pepper kernels and it's not crushed. Oh, thank you so much, Ephraim. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Let's see. Northwest Open Season says, that looks pretty good. What time should I be there? I'll bring my own fork. Yes, sir. Just fly on over. And then here's the magic. We're going to add our bay leaf. Boom. 3 leaves, just like Bob does. And then I will let that simmer for about 15 minutes or so, and we will be good to go. All right, let's get back to these questions a little bit. Do you reduce your sauce to thicken, or do you add cornstarch slurry? I've seen both. I've seen different families prepare both ways. Yes, so I've grown up with a more soupy adobo, a lot of sauce because we love to throw it over the rice, and it really makes almost a porridge. Nah, not really, because it's not as starchy, but that's the best way that I can describe it. We really like to saturate our rice with the juice. That's you know, it's the jam. That's what I grew up with. But I've also tried a really dry adobo where they let it simmer all the way. But that's why I am putting a lid on it so all of those juices stay. But basically what this is for, the simmering portion, is just so that the flavors can really get into that meat and circulate the bay leaf aromas in through the eel or whatever protein you're cooking. So again, you can do the same thing, just substitute pork, or you could do chicken as well. Beef is actually really, really good with this recipe too. So, but the origin of adobo is, it is a dish that can keep really, really good for a good amount of time, even in hot climates. If you're familiar with the Philippines, it gets hot. Like last time we were in the Philippines, we were like easily 110-degree weather every single day. We were just like so thankful for air conditioning. But the Philippines was just, it's a hot tropical place, and there was no refrigeration. So whenever you cook something, it has to have a way to stay good so you could eat it the next day or the next day after that. So that's why the soy sauce, the vinegar, the seasonings that you put in there, it definitely helps to preserve the meat and lets it keep longer. So that's one of the reasons this recipe is like the way that it is. And then if you are familiar with Filipino food, a lot of it is very highly seasoned. So not just for the flavor, but because you do eat it with rice. The Philippines is like, it's they made the most. And I'm basically speaking out of what my dad told me because I was born here. But from like what I've seen and what I've experienced, they had to make food go a really, really long way. My dad came from a family of like nine people in the family. I believe it was 7 siblings all together. And he would tell me stories how they would have to split one chicken. That is crazy. Like, one chicken for a family of 4 is like just enough, right? Imagine 7 people sharing one chicken, and then everybody in this family picked like their own part. Like my dad always got the wing, my grandma always got like the butt end with the Pope's nose, and they would have to make that go a long way. So when you get one little piece of chicken, you eat it with a lot of rice and you season it very heavily so that it's as satisfying as possible. But this dish, this adobo, is a big part of that, that just makes makes me feel all warm and good inside. So here it is. I think it's done. That's as far as you need to cook it. So let's show you guys real quick what that looks like. And then I'll serve myself up just a small portion, and then I will go ahead and eat dinner with Veronica once she arrives. But you guys see how that the color really seeped into the monkey-faced eel right there. All from that. So I'll go ahead and turn off the heat, make myself a nice bowl of rice. Yeah, so Glenn just said, yeah, you could just eat the sauce on the rice. Yep, that's definitely a possibility. I just might do that. Thanks, Ephraim. Thanks for the text message too. So let's do this. Let's get ourselves a bowl of this rice right here. Let's make the magic happen. So this rice cooker was actually given as a housewarming gift from Monica and Leroy. So thank you, Monica and Leroy. That is amazing. Amazing. Sorry, guys. Gotta get this together right here. All right. Hey, Outdoor Dad. I'm just kind of scrolling up to see the questions, see what you guys have said. Loved it. Oh, wow. Here we go. Ed Castillo says, good adobo has fat from either the pork or the chicken. Much agreed. Much agreed. So that's why I went pretty heavy on the olive oil, just to make it adapt to it. Let's see. Do you recommend the Daiwa BG or the Quantum Reliance for the surf? It's a $30 difference, so it's pretty much what your budget is. The Reliance was made to be a budget reel that's still sealed, so that gives people an option if they don't want to spend over $100 or that much over $100. It gives you an option. But the Daiwa BG is solid, but it's kind of on the heavy side too. I like the BG, don't get me wrong, but for the $130 that you can get a BG with, you can also get a Shimano Naski, which is only 10 ounces for the 4000 series. I believe like the 4000 BG is probably like 14 ounces, 14 or 15 ounces. So That's one thing to consider is if you're going to be casting all day, try to go as light as you can with maximum line capacity. And then you also want it to last long. So the Reliance is nice because it's fully sealed. So that's the biggest draw to the Quantum Reliance. So I like the fact that it's sealed. So if I were to choose, I would save the money and either get a Shimano Naski, or I would just go for the Reliance until I decide what I want to get. But at least you know that the Reliance will last you a long time. Let's see. Shane Brisky says it's almost pickled. Yes. Ed Casillo, lots of vinegar and everything. Yep. Yeah, more rice equals more to eat. Man, you guys have so many good tips. Dark mushroom, soy sauce. Use for color, depth, and flavor. All right. The Reliance has a smaller footprint than the BG. That's what Master Blaster Fishing says. He has owned both. He has a Daiwa BG that he's had for a really long time, and it's put some fish on the sand. But yeah, he's figured out the Reliance has a little bit of a smaller footprint. But let's do this. Let's eat. Let's try a couple bites of this again before Veronica arrives, and then I'll eat more when she gets here. But Northwest Open Season, thank you for joining, brother. I appreciate it. So I'm just gonna put that sauce all over this rice right here, just like that. A couple pieces of the eel right there. By the way, check this out. This bowl is handmade. Handmade by yours truly. E.T. Bangin'. You thought you knew. And the nice thing about adobo is you can just eat it with a spoon. You don't need anything else, just a spoon. So, yeah, see that texture? I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but this is the texture of monkey-faced prickleback. Ooh, that's hot. So you actually have to bite into it. It's seriously like a chicken thigh. And then the flavor, it literally almost has a gamey flavor, as much as a fish can. But it doesn't have a super fishy taste either. So it's really awesome. Ed says the Pinoy four-finger method, like that. Go in. Nah. But see, that's how we like it, with the rice just covered in that sauce with some onion on it, just like that. Oh. By the way, thank you, Mario, for this Yeti. Wild Goose Chase, Hook to Cook family. Pretty legit. Colton says, wow, whenever I hear eel, I think it's chewy. No, this is like when you cook it like this, no, it's not chewy. I've also had it grilled. It's pretty good too. Bob says, add potato also. It goes a long way. Yeah, definitely. It adds that starch too. I still add rice even if I have it with potato. Glenn says, I know what I'm having for dinner tomorrow. Good. Do it. Aaron says, is it bony? It does have bones. It does have pin bones. But we've learned to just be careful when we eat it like that. Yeah. But yeah, that's good. I'm gonna finish the rest of it off camera. But thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. That looks amazing. So it almost needs to get cooked through to get tender. No, not necessarily. Once it gets cooked through, it's already edible. How does monkey face prickleback compare to barred surf perch? Well, it's definitely more firm. more flavor as well. This meat definitely has a bit more to taste for. I don't know how else to describe it. It's definitely not fishy. Neither is perch when it's fresh, but this actually, when you catch a monkey-faced prickleback, it really has an earthy smell to it. Right, Leroy? Leroy says that it's awesome smoked too. So maybe you can try that one day. Jorge says, when's your next rock fishing video? We're gonna have some pretty soon. We'll have some good opportunities to fish off the rocks here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Definitely excited to put out some more content for you guys. But with that said, and this finished, I think I'm gonna get back to editing until Veronica gets here. But I'm gonna finish this and enjoy it with Dexter, my dog, and we'll enjoy. Oh, that is good. You guys should try this. You guys should definitely try this recipe. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for being part of the notification squad. Thank you guys for being part of the Hook to Cook family. Much, much appreciated. Life is much more rich with you guys in it. Thank you so much. Have a good night.